Hello, are we live? We are live. Um, I don't see anybody in the chat yet, but let me go ahead and get some housekeeping out of the way. And that is, first of all, welcome. And this is going to be a lot of fun with Ronnie. Two, if you're watching this as a video replay, it originally aired as a live stream event. So you may hear us interacting with people in the chat. And if you missed out on doing that, well, golly, join us next time. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? So nice to see you. I see some people have made their way in. So today we're going to be talking to, sorry, these things. It's too much to hear my own self in my own head. I had to take that, at least one of them out. Today we're going to be talking to another Ronnie Frey. Well, hello, Michaela, all the way from Germany. How are you? I saw your St. Patrick's Day setup today, and I'm all ready for St. Patty's Day too. Is St. Patty's Day ready for me? Bam! That's how we do. That's how we do it around here. Yes, Michaela, welcome. Well, hi, Natalie. Boy, they're just pouring in from all around the world to see Ronnie Frey. Ronnie, I consider, is he's a fabulous person. Oh, Michaela, you like my shirt? Yeah, everybody virtually pinch Ronnie Frey because he's not wearing green. So shame. But listen, Ronnie, I adore him. I call it kikiing. Every time we get together, we do a lot of we do a lot of giggling. And well, hello, Walpuri, even from Finland. Finland in the house. Okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Finland. And so we're going to talk to Ronnie. Ronnie, I'm in California, as most of you know. Ronnie is in Chicago. He's not just Ronnie Frey of Hago. He's Ronnie Frey of Doorways of Chicago. And he has a book that just came out. You'll see the website for that pinned to the top of the chat, so you can pre-order one of his. This book is beautiful, and it is going to replace my Atlas Obscura that's on my coffee table. Ronnie Steinberg will remember that when she came to visit me. The Doorways of Chicago from Ronnie Frey is going to replace the Atlas Obscura. That's a big deal in this house. Ronnie Steinberg says her sheets are green. Natalie's not wearing green. What are we going to do with you? Well, I know that Michaela has enough green for all of us because we all know how she does with her decor and her holidays. So please go to the top of the chat. Well, don't do it during this stream. You're going to miss something fabulous. But go to it and check out this website where you can look at this beautiful book that Ronnie has done. And pre-order it, won't you? I pre-ordered mine, and I was very specific on how I wanted it autographed. So let's bring Ronnie to the stage now. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed that everything goes good this time. Last time we had a lot of feedback, and so I'm hoping that it's okay this time. I have a celebratory song if it's all right. And let's see. Is everybody ready? There he is. Ronnie Frey, welcome to the show. Welcome. Welcome to my show. Right, yeah, like that's a.
I'll just go like this.
Ronnie Frey, Pharaoh of Chicago.
Right. I just love you so much.
Me too. And you can hear me?
Yeah, we're good this time.
There's no feedback? Can you see everybody in the chat?
I cannot see any of the chat, even though I see the chat, but I don't see. Oh, wait, comments. Now I see
Yeah.
it.
That's kind of what the chat is, Ronnie. It's a bunch of
Right, but I
comments.
mean, I had it on a different tab, so we're good now.
Oh, you had a
Very
different
cool.
level. Yeah, listen, we got people here from the Netherlands, people from Finland, New York, Germany, and those are just the ones that said hi in the chat. So I'm so glad that that this is working. One, because we had the tech gods were not our friends last time, and that you're not having a lot of feedback. Two, that makes me happy. And there's, well, oh my God, Ronnie Frey, it's Ronnie Frey in the chat.
Yeah, I just signed in. I realized I could join it, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, well, this is all the reasons to celebrate before we get the show on the road. And here goes my celebratory song. If you know it, sing along. Bop, bop, bop. Good times never so good, so good, so good, it's so good. Feeling fine. Bop, bop, bop. Never would. You never know what you're gonna get right here.
Love it.
I felt like that was the song to celebrate, man.
Right, right.
All right, let's get this show on the road. We want to know all about you. Look at Natalie says, loving the vibe here.
I love it.
Listen, it's always a good vibe on the Guide Spotlight. Always.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's go. So, Ronnie, tell me about this. I
All
already
right.
know. Tell the people.
This is this is my favorite building. It's the building I'm sitting in right now, and it started out to be a carriage company manufacturing building back in the late 1800s. And the Studebaker brothers built this to build their carriages. They were one of the world's most premier carriage manufacturers. They outgrew this building in 8 years. They were that successful. They moved over to another showroom on Wabash Avenue. And at the time they built this building, it was sitting here by itself right on Michigan Avenue. By the time they not sold it, by the time they moved out 8 years later, on one side was the Auditorium Theater designed by Louis Sullivan, which is still there. On the other side was the First Art Institute, which is no longer there anymore. It's moved down the street, but they had a friend, these Studebaker brothers had a friend that said, hey, don't sell this building. What you should do is make an artist colony out of it, renovate it, put artist studios in there. All these artists, they like to hang out with each other, you know, and you're in the perfect position. So they spent $500,000, crazy, right, to take off the 8th floor, and they built on the 9th and the 10th floor, 8, 9, and 10 back on. On the 10th floor, they created studios with 24-foot ceilings. And they just did this. They didn't know if it was going to be successful. And this was 1898 when it opened as the Fine Arts Building. And by the turn of the century, 2 years later, in 1900, they had 10,000 students taking music lessons in this building. And the cool thing is, it's been the same thing ever since. So over 125 years, it's still 10 floors of artist studios and art-related businesses. And the building inside is virtually untouched since that time. We have some of Chicago's last manually operated elevators, which means there's a person in there running the elevator, and you have the, the door that folds back. Really super cool. And there's musicians in the building. Every time I come in the door, it takes me back to my childhood when I had piano lessons. And you know, that younger self when you don't have any inhibitions. And it's just really a cool place to create.
And how long have you had your studio there?
Oh, I've been in the building 2 years.
I love it.
And my book came about largely from being in the building. So even though I had no plan, zero, when I moved into the building, I was just under the impression that if you build it, they will come. And it's been really great. It's been an amazing journey. I get to meet so many great people. We have once a month we have an open house studio night on second Friday of each month from 5 to 9. They've been getting really popular. The last 3 or 4 has been like shoulder to shoulder with people waiting down the hall to get into my studio, as well as other people's studios, and it's just really cool.
Ronnie, I just love that. Sometimes the no plan is the best plan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The unexpected one. Tell me about this.
So I give walking tours in the city. I have 5 to 6 different tours, mostly in the neighborhoods, but there's a couple that are downtown here. And this past summer in 2025, I got some requests to do what's called a step on bus guide. So it's a bus coming from another city, and they want a tour guide to step on their bus and tour them through the city for like 2 or 3 hours. So I almost said no to this because of that inner saboteur that says, "You've never done that before. You can't do that." But I decided to say yes, and I designed a 3-hour tour in Chicago for this group of 60 people from Boise, Idaho, that were in Chicago, and a large amount of them, probably 90%, were here for the first time. So it was really, really cool. We had a blast. We toured through the city. We ended up in Old Town, which is where one of my tours is, and we got them off the bus, and I gave them the first 15 minutes of that tour on foot. And went out to museum campus where you can look back and see the whole skyline. And so there was 3 times when we got off the bus, and it was just an amazing time. And can you tell I'm having fun there?
Hey, when you stepped on the bus, did you throw the inner saboteur under it? Next time. Next time.
Yeah.
It's the only murder no one's ever gonna charge you with it.
Right.
Kill him. Kill him.
You know how you hate your own voice when you hear it too.
Yes.
So I've always had that inhibition, and I had one lady yell from the back of the bus, "Oh my God, I could listen to your voice all day long." So it was
Listen,
pretty cool.
I have the worst voice in the world. I hate it. I hate that even when I got the trait, it didn't make it deeper or raspier or anything. It's such a little girl's voice, and I hate it. And I had somebody once tell me when I did one of my live streams in Midtown at Sutter's Fort, they said, "Oh, you should do ASMR with that voice." And I thought, who do you hate that you want me to do ASMR? I've listened to ASMR. I ain't it, baby. I ain't it, baby. Oh my God. We went back. Is Neil in there? Is Neil Diamond in there?
I am on the top row on the far left.
I
And
see
this is
you.
high school. I'm a trained musician, and one of my favorite things was being in jazz band in high school. We had I went to school in a really small farm town, but we had 3 counties that combined to make a school. It was still pretty small, but it was bigger than, just the one county. And we had a really great band teacher who came into this small school and just kind of turned the whole music department around. We competed in state competitions and won state marching band competitions, but this was jazz band, a smaller group, and I played trumpet. And the girl down in the right-hand side, in the front row, that's Nancy with the drumsticks in her hands. We're still really, really good friends, and it's just really cool that I don't know. Those were some of the best days of my high school years because, like a lot of kids, I'm gay, and like a lot of kids, I didn't really know I was gay then, but like I got bullied a lot, and so the time in band was really like my favorite time of all of the days in school.
We would have been good friends even back then. I wasn't in band, but I was the drama girl.
Oh.
And at my high school, the drama theater where our class was and the band room were right next door to each other.
Oh,
kind of in
cool.
the back of the school by the football field.
Yeah.
We were annoying as hell, but we would have been good friends. Hi, Mary
My
Lou.
hair,
And Ronnie,
my hair.
Michaela says your hairstyle is much better now.
Right.
Love
I
it.
had what's called I had the Farrah Fawcett hairstyle. If you guys know who that is.
I love it. Hey, Charlie's Angels was a whole vibe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, this
I
is
know what that
amazing.
is in the middle.
This is on the right hand side is my ex-son-in-law, and in the middle is my grandson Oscar. He is let's see, he was 8 there. He's 9 now. So this was last spring. Last minute Memorial Day, I called them up. I said, "What are you doing? Come to Chicago." So they came to Chicago and we spent the day. We're at Navy Pier here, another really great area where you can step back and look at the whole skyline. And there's all kinds of rides and amusement things you can do there. And so we literally spent the entire day at Navy Pier. Then we ended up walking from there down to the river, and we took the river taxi. Chicago has a river that runs right through the middle of the city and then branches off in two directions. And we took the river boat to Chinatown and had dinner in Chinatown and then brought the train back. So quintessential Chicago.
And the river is green today.
It is. They dyed the river
Don't
green on St. Patrick's Day weekend, which was last weekend.
don't
Pretty cool.
walk
I got to
by
see it
it
for the
not
first time
wearing
this year.
green, or they might toss you in it. I would if I was
If
there.
you look on I posted this morning on my Instagram account. I'm on the train and I'm going across the river on the Brown Line train, and you can see the river's green if you want to check it out.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen some of your posts on well, actually, I see all of your posts on Facebook. So, and Mary Lou Weaver says that she's all decked in green today because she's Irish. And Mary Lou, you see my shirt? I used to have a button when I was working in the law office, and it said "Kiss me," and then it said "I'm kiss me." I'm French, and that was crossed off. Spanish, that was crossed off. Italian, that was crossed off. Irish, in green.
That's great.
Just kiss me. Just kiss me. All right. Oh,
Oh. And that was Oscar. I think he's literally like 2 days old there.
he is
But
the light of your life. I know that because you post about
he's
him,
amazing.
little
He's
pictures and
amazing.
everything.
Yeah, Oscar Desmond.
He's a cutie pie.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't like me at all.
no, look at that face.
Yeah,
Ronnie,
it's so funny. Every time you take a picture, he puts his arm on me or around me or something because like it's just he gets really close and personal. It's cool.
did you even remember you sent me these pictures for me to choose from and make the slideshow so long ago?
I
Did you
know. I
even
forgot what's in
remember
there.
most of them?
No, I don't. I have no clue what's in there. I totally forgot.
That makes it even better.
Aw. So yeah, that's my daughter, and then again her ex-husband and Oscar, and that was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Every time I go there and see them, we'd have a little outing to Meyer Botanical Garden or to a museum or something like that. And I'm really happy because they're really good friends still. But yeah, they're no longer together.
And
But they still live.
you just went back recently.
Yeah,
You went
they
there
live in.
recently.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we all had dinner together, so it's cool. I get it. Uh, but it's still kind of sad. I told I told you know how you normally say to your son-in-law or daughter-in-law, whatever, if you hurt my kid, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I said to my daughter when I met Matt and got to know him, like, if you hurt him, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
But no, that's just a total joke.
Oh. And
They're
I
both
see
great. They're amazing parents. I love the way they parent Oscar, and it's just really really cool to see a kid grow up that is well adjusted. Like they didn't make anything a big deal. Uh, when he fell and hurt himself, it's just, oh, let's get back up. And so it's cool. They're great parents. I've learned a lot from them.
my daughter's name is Ashley. Of course, she's very grown. But when she used to fall down, um, you know that song "Ring Around the Rosie." Instead of
Oh yeah.
Ashes, we used to say Ashley, Ashley. And so when she would fall down, we go, Ashley, Ashley, we all fall down. And then we pick her up and we go ring around the rosy and just get our mind right off of it, right? Because
Yeah.
you're gonna fall down mentally and physically your whole life. So teaching them how to rebound
Yeah.
is the best thing, one of the best things we can do for them, right? I see
Yeah.
Karen Nolan has joined,
Yeah.
and
Karen's one of
Sarah.
my good friends. She's wonderful.
Yes, yes, she says that she was listening on the phone driving, but she's glad to be home and can see
Oh, cool.
all your wonderful pictures, Ronnie. And Sarah Painter joined, and she says hi. And of course,
Hi,
Mary Lou
Sarah.
is here.
Hi, Mary
Uh,
Lou, Natalie, and
yep,
Ronnie.
Ronnie, they're all
I'm just
here for
trying to
you,
do the other
buddy.
thing.
They're all here for you. What is this? Oh my God! It's the fourth Gibb brother. It's Ronnie Gibb.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Yeah, so when was this? Oh, this was in college, but I was already married. I got married to a woman, and when I was 22. So this was, I think, I had 2 more years of college. And I think this was close to my college graduation, and I decided I wanted to grow my hair out and put it in a ponytail. And yeah, it was funny. Didn't last long.
I see the writing over the picture. So I'm assuming maybe this was like a scrapbooky kind of thing. It
Yeah,
says,
my
"We are
sister
so
Julie,
proud of you. Now get a haircut."
right? So funny. And that's my mom
I
and dad,
think.
of course.
Listen, even Natalie is even going hubba hubba. Who's that?
Funny.
It's Ronnie Gibb,
Yeah.
Barry Gibb's brother.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Now who is this?
This
And
is
I
just a
know it's not
model.
really about him.
Yeah, so last fall, okay, so last summer I started to go down to the Chicago River every morning to walk along the river to get my steps in. We have amazing river walk with like restaurants, and so I wore all these funny T-shirts with funny sayings on them, and so I had everyone asking me, and I would do these little broadcasts from down on the river, and I had everyone say to me, "Where'd you get that T-shirt? Where'd you get that T-shirt?" And so this is not one of the sayings, but like one of them, for instance, is "manifest that shit."
I
So
love that one.
and so I decided that instead of telling people, where to buy the T-shirts from someplace else, that I would just make them myself. And so some of them, I came out with a line of merchandise last fall, hoping to really start promoting them when the night weather gets nicer here, but because they're short sleeve shirts. But some of them have door-related sayings on them. So this one is "You can ring my bell," but it's also, the song comes to mind when you see it. And another one is like "Handle it yourself," handle, get it. And then another one says "Slammed." So there's the door. What's
Do you
another
have one that
one?
says no solicitors?
No, but I have one that says "Today's mood, probably a no."
Yeah. I remember that one that you had manifest that shit. I remember seeing that on your Facebook last year, and I think I
Here's
commented on that post.
here's "Shut the
Shut the
front
front
door."
door. Yeah,
Uh,
and I think I
yeah,
even commented on it and said, "Oh, I said I make T-shirts too. I'm gonna have to make that." Remember that
yeah, right,
when I said
right,
that?
right.
And you were
Hash,
like,
make
"You."
later.
Yeah, oh, you should have pillowcases that say that.
Have what?
Yes, you should have pillowcases.
Oh,
It says
totally.
when listen, when I was married, I had a pillowcase. One side said yes, the other said no.
I like this one too. It says extra charge. And notes.
The extra charge reminds me of like upgrade,
Right, right,
it's an upgrade, upcharge.
right,
All
totally.
right, that's cute. And there's
Oh yeah,
one of your hats.
yeah, they're fun.
That is cute. That would be really cute if you could get restaurants that have their servers wear hats to take those on. Because I was a server during law school, and that's we would
Oh
either
yeah,
say in the weeds or we were slammed.
right, right. That'd be
Put a
funny.
little put a little double on that.
Right. Oh my God. So back when I was an interior designer, which is what I really went to college for and what I did for most of my adult career, uh, I had a couple of projects published in Better Homes and Gardens. This was called Home Plan Idea magazine. And I made the cover. So this is a room in a parade house, which was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They have a thing called Parade of Homes, which is kind of like a designer show house, but it's really more for like new home building. People can go around and check out builders' work, and then some of them get designed by interior designers. Yeah, so cover shop, cover girl.
Love that. I when I was in high school, I dabbled in if I wanted to go into interior decorating.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a lot in common.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Interior decorating. I like you like you, I like me, you like me, I like
Yeah.
boys, you like boys. We have so much in
Everything.
common.
That's
I think I'm funny, you think I'm funny, I think you're funny, you think you're funny. We're like twinsies. Twinsies. Except I'm in green and you're not.
Oh, this
Oh,
is so funny that you put
another
this up here.
cover?
Yeah, so this is a book called Showcase of Interior Design.
Oh,
And so this highlighted designers mostly in Chicago, but there was a couple in other places in the Midwest, and I was one of them. And so this was, did I, do we have the interior shot of this or not?
I
Or just that?
I don't know, Ronnie.
Okay, well,
I
anyway,
don't.
there's a picture of me and my partner at the time, and then there's pictures of my work. But this was published when I was about 31, maybe. And so I am in a vintage furniture store the other day in Chicago, and they had a whole section of old books, right? And so I
Yeah.
walk over there and I'm looking through the books, and this book was in there, and I'm like, oh my God. So I found myself in a vintage bookstore here. I'm vintage, okay?
Right. That should be the next T-shirt. Vintage.
Right, I'm vintage.
Right. Yeah.
With an okay. Oh,
Yeah. Right. Uh, I can't do that now that I have a trach. I would just spit all over the screen in the webcam. Michaela says the room is missing
yeah.
something. Cat. No, it's really gorgeous. Listen, that aesthetically, that's kind of well, my house isn't that grand, but that really is kind of my kind of style. Ronnie Lynn Steinberg has been to my house, but
Oh, cool.
that's very much my style. I like a lot of uh, dark woods, but I have light furniture, but I have a lot of dark accents and tons of plants and lots of windows, and I love
Right.
it. Very, 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 very drawn to that.
Oh, so this is another
Is this
interior that was in the book. That was for an actual client, and they had these wonderful. You can kind of see. I did slip covers that were see-through.
Ooh,
They had black lacquer chairs with kind of the slats in the back,
yeah,
and they were kind of dated looking from a visual standpoint, but they were still in great condition. So
yeah,
we just reupholstered the seat, and I had these slip covers made um, that were, and the table is mahogany, so it's really fine. And I really like to put kind of rough things with smooth things. I like the contrast of materials together. So this is like the material is a linen, but it's kind of like a burlap weave.
yeah,
And then you can see in the back that there's three green suede buttons with a little leather strap that a leather loop that looped to the buttons, and then we did that gallery wall with artwork.
I
So
love a gallery.
the only thing new in this photo from what the client had previously is the paint color, and we did a new light fixture, a new chandelier. Everything else was existing, and we put new carpet in, wool carpeting in.
The pink color is beautiful. Of course, I'm very drawn to sage.
Oh
Very
yeah,
drawn to it.
I love
Yeah,
greens too.
I love it.
Okay, so one day I'm wandering around in Old Town, and Old Town is where one of my tours is. There's lots of history there. And I'm on this street that has this really cool old mansion, which incidentally they turned into 100 years ago. They turned into another artist colony, a big mansion. They divided it up into apartments, and all artists lived there. They lived there and worked there. They had studios there. And so I'm wandering around, and this lady comes up to me and says, uh, "Actually, yeah, across the street, I had what's called a gimbal stick. So it's a thing you put your camera in. Creators use it, and it makes the whatever you're filming a lot more cinematic and smooth. So I had my phone in the gimbal stick, and I was recording things. And she walked across the street. And she goes, "What are you doing? May I ask?" And so I told her, and I told her about. She was asking about the gimbal stick particularly, and so we talked for a few minutes. I told her about it, and then we both walked the opposite direction. And I was like, that lady was really cool. Like, I want to go back and talk to her some more. And so I turned around, and she had turned around too, and we like both were coming back and had the same idea. So we talked some more, and she introduced herself, and her name is Suzanne Le Mignot, and she is a news anchor here on CBS. At the time, I wasn't really watching the news a lot, so I didn't know who she was, but now I do, of course. And so she told me, and then we exchanged information, and she had obviously looked at my Instagram account after we left, and she ran an article a spot actually a couple days later on CBS about me. And there's a thing called what is it called? What Caught My Eye? It's her kind of little segment, and so this was what caught her eye that day, and she just kind of did a pitch on me and my story. This is back in 2022, I think. So if you guys don't know my story, what happened was I got laid off just like a lot of people during the pandemic. And I started wandering around Chicago taking photos of doorways because I love doorways. And I like the philosophical meaning that they have, like a portal into meditation or a new chapter of your life. So I like that double meaning. And it became my meditation really because when I went out exploring, I would spend hours, sometimes 4 to 6 hours, walking through neighborhoods, taking photos. And I just realized that I wasn't thinking about anything then. I was just enjoying what I was doing and seeing. And it's one of the things I tell my tour people, attendees. I tell them this little story in the beginning, and I say, so my hope for you today is you can find the off button to your mind. Forget about what's going on in your life. No thinking ahead, no thinking back, and just enjoy what I'm going to show you as much as I enjoy showing it to you. So this was kind of like one of the first real media spots that I got, and that was pretty cool.
Well, you're nicer to your people than I ever was when I was doing narrated tours on the river. I did narrated tours from Old Sac down. Well, first we go up the river, and then we turn around. We go back down it, right? And I get out there talking to everybody and pointing things out. It could be a random Tuesday or Wednesday, and I go, what are you all doing? Don't you people have jobs? So you're much nicer. I was drilling them. I wanted to know about their finances and was everything okay?
Right,
And they had drinking problems. What was going on that they weren't at work?
right. Oh, this is
Speaking
so
of
this
drinking
is
problems, this is
right.
gorgeous.
This is called the Green Mill Cocktail Lounge. It's a Art Deco. I think it started around 1914, But then they moved to a couple different spaces. This space was later, I believe, in the 20s. But this is one of our most iconic vintage neon signs. And this is also my top seller, my top selling image. And I don't know, there's just something about the composition of it, because I left the word green off on purpose. And also just the way the sunlight hit those theater lights, and you've got the shadows on the door just underneath the round window of the theater lights, and up above on the left too. Just a really cool photo, and it's also just an iconic jazz lounge here in Chicago. Uh, who is the Al Capone had a booth here, and apparently there was a, a hidden door that, when things, if the police were coming or whatever, that he could go into and hide in a tunnel that went over to the Aragon Theater. Some really cool history in Chicago like that. And this is, if when people ask me, what's your favorite doorway photo? I mean, that's so hard because they all are my favorite, but this is definitely one of my favorites for sure.
Ronnie, I might have to order this from you. My guest room is cocktail themed.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
actually
got cocktail
it's actually
canvases up.
it's
Yes.
actually when you open the book, it's like one of the first things you come to.
Yeah, I might need to order that to put up in my guest room. Remember, on the one wall, the biggest wall over the TV and everything, I've got 5 different clocks, and
Very
underneath
cool.
it will say Australia, you know, Fiji, Israel, New York, Paris, and then above it there's 2 martini glasses, and this I did this with my Cricut, and it says, "Don't worry, it's 5 o'clock somewhere."
Right.
It's over all the clocks. And so I might have to order that. And Karen Nolan just said, "I'm so looking forward to your coffee table book,
Oh yeah.
Ronnie." So am I, Karen. I already pre-ordered, and it sounds like Karen has pre-ordered as well. And
Yeah, she has.
I pinned the uh, I pinned the
The link.
link to pre-order the book. Sorry, I had a
Yeah.
pop-up pop over the chat. I was trying to get it off, and it doesn't take much to distract me. I was like, I I I pin squirrel. So sorry about.
So so one
All
thing I noticed that you were welcoming people from different countries in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're not going to be able to purchase that at that link and have it sent to another country. So if you do want to order it, you can just reach. Did you put my contact information in there?
No, but
Here,
um,
I'll put it
they can find you. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you can add a link, Ronnie, but put your contact information in there, because I know
This is
that
my,
the shipping will be different for
yeah,
overseas.
I can send you a copy, but I'm just gonna have to figure out what the shipping costs will be. So that's the only thing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, see, Natalie was about to ask. You probably need to.
I don't know why it's not, oh, I have,
Oh, he'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be back. He just accidentally logged out for a second. Um, Canada, you would qualify for international shipping, Mary Lou. He probably just needs to weigh the book. There he comes. There he went. No, he'll be back. Don't panic, Natalie. He just accidentally. There he goes.
it's not letting me
Welcome.
log in again
Welcome
without
back,
kicking me
Ronnie.
out. So I'm not going to
That's
be able
okay. I
to
kind of let him know. You'll probably
comment
just
in
need
the
to
chat.
weigh the
I don't know
book.
why.
You'll have to weigh it and then find it, and then you'll have to go online and do
But it
international.
is Ronnie, RONNIE, at doorwaysofchicago.com is my email address.
Okay,
I
did
don't
we
know if
get
you want
that?
to put that in.
Ronnie at doorways. The at is
Oh, now
the.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you at
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can everybody else hear me?
Bizarre. Why can't I hear you?
I don't know. I can hear you. Uh-oh. He'll be back. He'll be back. Refresh again, maybe. I don't know what he needs to do, Nat. Oh, good. I'm glad that. Yeah, I could hear him just fine, but let's see. Let's see what he figures out. But anyway, anybody that wants anybody that's out of the U.S. because Ronnie is of course in Chicago. And thank you all for letting me know that you can hear both of us. We just need Ronnie to hear me. But anybody that's out of the States that's interested in Ronnie's book, he said that you can reach him at Ronnie at doorwaysofchicago.com, and that's his email address, okay? And we'll just wait for Ronnie to come back. Like I said, I already ordered one of the books. And if you're in the United States and you want to pre-order, because you can only pre-order it right now, because it doesn't come out till May, then you go to the link that I pinned to the chat. Hi, Ronnie Frey. Can you hear me?
I'm back and I can hear you now. I'm just not going to be able to comment in the chat. So.
Well, that's okay. I gave him all the information.
Okay.
Okay, no worries. But anyway, my friend, I might be contacting you to get this print for my guest room.
Okay, sounds good.
And there's the cover of the book.
That's the cover of the book.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands. So excited.
This is a huge, not a huge museum, it's a huge old Gilded Age mansion in Chicago that is now a museum called the Dree House Museum. And this was one of the first doorways I ever took a photograph of, because I was working around the corner in the Medina Temple, which is our Bloomingdale's home store. And I started going out on my lunch hours to take photos of doors, and this is one of the first doors I ever photographed back in 2019, and now it's the cover of my book. Really cool.
It's beautiful. Mary Lou says great photo, and Natalie sent a heart. And, oh, what is this?
So my publisher, Trope Publishing, last year came out with a book on the Fine Arts Building, and the author of that book is also in this building. And so we did a launch for that book last June, and I helped Keir, which is the author, moderate his talk. I asked him questions, and then he answered during that book launch. So they had a thing called Authors on Tap.
Was it at a pub? It sounds like it should be held at a pub.
Right. No, it was right here in the Fine Arts Building.
But just think of what a promotional, what a marketing that would be to hold it at a pub and have it called Authors on Tap.
Right. So the great part about this too was, this is how my book came about, because the publisher reached out to me in a message saying, hey, we lost a photograph of the book that we were going to be able to use from the Sun-Times. We noticed that you have a photograph of this space. It's called the Venetian Court on your Instagram account, and we also noticed you're a tenant in the building. So would you mind if we used your photo? You're not going to get any payment for it, but it's going to be a full-page photo, and you're going to have credit in the book. And I said, sure, that'd be great. And so we exchanged email addresses, and I noticed that the girl's email address was kendra@trope.com. And I was like, oh, because I've seen they have amazing books, Chicago books, a lot of drone photography, and their books feature, a lot of times 20 to 30 different photographers. And I had seen their books. I had purchased them maybe 4 or 5 years before this, and I was always like, oh, I would love to be in one of their books someday. And then after we did the whole exchange of the photograph for this fine arts building book, I said, dude, you should write them an email and ask them if they have any interest in doing this Doorways book. And I almost didn't write that email too. A damn inner saboteur, right? And so I'm like, what is wrong with you? So I wrote an email and I said, hey, I think you should do a Doorways of Chicago book. And Kendra wrote back and said, well, you know what? You were reading my mind.
Listen, my
So,
friend, fortune favors the bold.
yes.
Fortune. Do you know how many things I can't even say that I manifested into my life, but just by sending an email, making a call, and going, hey, what about this? And people are like, yeah, yeah, right? And I've told you, I think you should do Doorways all over the world and the
Well,
United
that's
States.
maybe coming next.
You could come to
So,
California and do Doorways of Sacramento and San Francisco, and you could stay with me in my alcohol guest room and be a real author on tap.
yeah, right. So funny thing, I had to still go through the process, submit a proposal to the publisher. This girl that I was emailing with wasn't the one that would have made the decision. And so we went back and forth. They said, can you send us 10 photos? So I sent them 10. And then they wrote back a couple weeks later and said, can you send us 25 more? So I sent them 25 more. And then another couple weeks goes by and they said, how many photos do you have? I go, how many do you need? Because I have a body of work. I mean, I have so many photographs. And so I spent about 2 weeks going through every single one of my doorway photos, and I sent them 400 photographs. And they said they needed about 200 in order to narrow down to like 80 or 90. And so then it was about a month that I waited, and they finally wrote back and said that they wanted to do the book. And so not only do I have a picture in one of their books, but now I have an entire book with all my photography. It's really just super cool. And they ended up
I just
expanding the
love that.
book. They expanded it from about 90 photos to 140 photos. It's 160 pages total. And I saw someone was asking about the price. It's $35 before shipping. So
45 if you want it autographed,
yeah.
right?
So
Ronnie, I just love it for you. I love it for you. I love you. I love my friends. I love when good things happen for my friends, and I expect more. I want more, 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 more. I'm like a little goal. More, 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 more.
we've all heard about Puerto Vallarta in the news lately. So this was one of my favorite photos from a trip I took there. Um, and the thing I love about other places, I mean, Chicago doorways are really colorless. There is some color here, but not much because it's all brick and stone. We don't want our city to burn again.
Right.
And so there's just a lot of limestone and brick in Chicago. But anyway, I love colored doorways. My original inspiration for my account was an account called Doorways of Paris. And if you get a chance, check that out on Instagram. It's amazing. She does not post anymore. She quit posting, I can't remember what year, like 2017. But all her account is still there. You can still flip through it all.
All of your
So
work
that's
is
cool.
beautiful. I remember this one on Facebook.
Yeah, so this was in March of 2020. We all know what happened in that month. And it was like I was at work and I heard there was going to be a great sunset. And we have this amazing rooftop on a hotel called the London House. And so I raced down after work because I'd never been up to that rooftop before. And I got this photograph of the sunset over the Chicago River. This is also one of my top sellers too. But right after that, the whole world shut down. Like literally like a couple days later,
It
it
is
all
just
started.
beautiful. And Karen says that she loves all of your
Oh,
pictures. That you're so talented
thank you,
in
Karen.
photography, and you catch the lighting in perfect angle every time, and you do. And Natalie, of course, says great photos. Thanks for sharing this with us.
Oh, the Monadnock building. So this building is so cool. It's right around the corner from the Fine Arts building where I am now. But if you know anything about architecture and Chicago architecture, We started to build skyscrapers, but they were built so that the entire load and weight of the building was on the foundation of the building. And that's why you can see how thick that the base of this building is. It's about a 10-story building, maybe 13, I'm not sure. But that entryway from where the face of the wall is to where the door is about 6 feet, because all of the weight of the building is resting on that foundation. It was right after this building was built that William LeBaron-Jenney, who is kind of like the father of the skyscraper, uh, decided that he could build a building with a steel frame. And so buildings were able to be built taller and with and lighter weight, so to speak. And so the weight was not resting on the foundation of the building, but it was resting on all the steel structure. And this building really kind of like speaks to the birth of the skyscraper in Chicago, because while it was sort of a skyscraper, a tall building to begin with, it was the last building built this way, and it's still the tallest building in the world, built with load-bearing walls. So that's pretty cool.
Love it. And Mary Lou says, thank you, Annette and Ronnie, for today's get together. Amazing photographs. Ronnie Lynn Steinberg says, loving this. Thanks so much. Oh,
Thank you.
this is pretty. This is.
Oh, this is called North Crilly Court, and I don't know if you can read what the column there says, but it says North Crilly Court Private. So this is in my Old Town tour. Chicago was growing so rapidly in the late 1800s that housing was being built just like crazy to have places for everyone to live in this expanding city that was expanding so quickly. It grew from 4,000 people in 1837 when it was founded, or actually incorporated into a city, to about 1.7 million people at the turn of the century. So in 60 years, that huge amount of growth. So these were row houses that were built by a man named Daniel Crilly. A lot of famous people lived on this street. I don't know if I want to go into all the stories, but it's like the people that founded Charlie Chaplin in the movie industry lived here. There was a graphic designer named Haddon Sunbloom, or Sonny Sunbloom was his nickname. He designed or created the Quaker Oats Man, and also the Coca-Cola Santa that was on the Coca-Cola bottles for many years. He also created Aunt Jemima. So you might not have ever heard of his name, but
That's who my dog is named after. Yeah, I have a friend that doesn't even call her Jemima. She calls her Aunt Jemima.
Also, one of the first gay activists ever in about 1924 lived on this street for about a year. Really cool story behind that too. But it's one of my favorite parts of the Old Town tour, and it's just one of the most charming streets ever. Old Town is landmarked. It was the first community to ever to kind of usher in landmarking in the 70s. And so it's really narrow, so they never widened the street. Just think horses and carriages, right? And with cars parked on both sides of the street, you have to drive about 2 miles an hour to get to one way, so you don't swipe a car on either side. But that's part of the charm of the neighborhood.
It's gorgeous. And Karen Nolan, she is your cheerleader here, man. After me, Karen, after me. He's a great tour guide too. If you have the opportunity to do one with him, can you tell I appreciate Ronnie? We can. Natalie loves this picture, and Ronnie Lynn. And we're gonna get to this. Ronnie says she misses your online tours, Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing them. So.
He is. He's assured me.
What is really cool about this whole journey, which all started from my Instagram, obviously, is that I have met so many people that I would have never met otherwise, that I have made lifelong friends with, like Karen. And it's just really cool. Like I probably 20 to 25 people, maybe more, that I would consider to be great friends. So that's really the amazing thing about this. It's true social media working at its best.
Yes. I've met many people that I consider, as you said, lifelong friends. Some I consider like family. And you're right. So many people that wouldn't have met me. Ronnie Lynn came from New York to stay with me. Lynn and her husband came from Australia and stayed with me. You and I
Very cool.
met. Yeah, it never would have happened without the things that are happening in this day and age, right?
Yeah.
Look at this
Ah,
beauty.
that was one of the contenders for the cover of the book. This is on the Putak Center in Chinatown. And what's cool about this, that's all terracotta, lovely terracotta work that you see there. And I think the doors are metal, pretty sure. I don't think they're wood. But anyway,
Just beautiful.
this is the building itself. People know it from the front facing. This is down the side street in the back of the building, and many people miss this doorway because they don't walk down the side street. But the front of the building has got pagodas on it, and it really looks, Chinese in nature. And so, and it's a rather large building. But this is down the side street, and I often have people say to me, "Where is this?" They don't
It
even
is.
they don't see it because they don't walk by it. And
It's
that's one of the
gorgeous.
things that I tell people when they explore is just don't have a plan.
Right.
I walk up and down a lot of side streets, and I go down alleys, and alleys have some really interesting things in them all the time. Another one of my top sellers. I don't know if we put that picture in here, but it's a red painted sign in an alley in Bronzeville on the south side of Chicago that says, "Please, no pissing here. Police order." So funny.
Oh my, oh my God! I have a sign down the stairs that says my house is like a loft. So as soon as you open the front door, there's a stairwell you have to come up into the space. And I have a bunch of little quirky signs right down there where you take off your shoes and whatever. And one says, "Beware loose women and pickpockets."
Here, hold on a second. This is the sign.
Oh, how funny! I love it. I
And I
love
love
it.
that it says, "Please."
Uh, uh,
Oh, this is,
Karen Nolan, thanks for coming. She said,
oh,
unfortunately, she had to run. Thanks
oh,
so
bye,
much for the
Karen. See you
presentation.
soon.
She's going to try to catch the rest when she gets back. Sarah Painter says, all of these doors are amazing. Sarah, you got to look into getting his book. You have
Mhm.
to. Tell us about this
So
picture.
this was a couple of years ago. I hosted a group of about 35 high school students from Germany that were visiting Chicago, and here this tour. We're in Old Town at that same place where the North Curly Court, where you can see the column there, and I'm giving them the Old Town tour. It was freezing cold. It was in March, freezing cold out, but we had a lot of fun. That was a great day.
Looks like a great day. Whoopsie. Hold on. All right.
That was this last summer. A family visiting from London. They own a chain of luxury hotels, and I did a private tour with them, the parents and their children, about a 3-hour tour all around Chicago too. Man, I raced them all over the city. That was a lot of fun.
Beautiful. And this is coming up.
Yeah, so my goal when I started doing this is way back before like my Instagram account was growing or anything, was to get paid to travel the world. So this past year, I launched my first global group trip tour. And so in 2 weeks, April the 4th, I'm taking 9 people to Peru for 6 days, 7 days, 6 nights. And that tour sold out in about 2 or 3 months. So this is the first of many, and you're going to have Doorways of Peru coming soon. And it's really a trip. We're going to focus on architecture. We're going to take a lot of tours. 2 nights in Lima, 2 nights in
Oh,
Cusco, and we're going to see
you should see
Machu
Vanessa.
Picchu.
You should see
What's that?
Vanessa Vasquez while you're in Lima.
Oh yeah, is that a
Do you
tour
remember
guide?
when? Yeah, from
Oh
Haco.
yeah.
And
Oh.
Elizabeth is also in Peru, but she's in Cusco. And but I love it. Paid to travel the world sounds like another Hago guy, Patrick T. Guide, doesn't it?
And then the last 2 nights were in the Sacred Valley, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be very fun.
Yay! And there's some of the pictures from the inside
Those,
of the book.
yeah, those are some of the page layouts.
Very, very, very exciting. There is the cover of the book again. We have come up on an hour. It was a massive, massive success story, just like Ronnie is. And does anybody have any questions for my friend? Remember, if you want
Natalie
to,
says, "Oh, do you mean Peru? Is Peru going to stream
are
live?"
you going to do any live streams? I think she means.
I hadn't thought about that, but I don't know like what the whole situation is over there with, when you're, what do they call that when you're in another country on your phone?
Well, that's why you should. Maybe I'll
I'll have to
have to
check
hook
into it.
you and maybe I'll have to hook you and Vanessa up because Vanessa's in
Yeah,
Lima. Maybe she can tell you some stuff if you don't mind. I'll share
yeah,
your I'll share your number with her, and maybe since
that
I
would be
know you
great.
don't really do Facebook messaging, but you know, I try
Yeah,
to bring the people together.
yeah,
That's kind of my
right.
thing. It's kind of my thing. So listen, remember if you want to order Ronnie's book, check out if you're in the States. I pinned the pre-order link website to the top of the chat. If you're out of the States and want to order the book, and I mean, who doesn't want to order this book? I need to know. I need to know who doesn't want to order this book. You got to explain it to me like I'm 4 years old because I just don't get it. Then you're going to want to go to Ronnie at doorwaysofchicago.com. Right,
Good
Ronnie?
to see you too, Ronnie. Yeah, that's perfect.
And on that note, we're going to end it with a celebration for the people.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
So good. It's so good. It's so good. I've been. I never would.
Love you.
Love you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.